So I want to have an open discussion about cheating with you fellas. I want to talk about. I want you guys to give me your definition. I want you guys to give me I said your definition. I want you guys to give me: is there rules to cheating, and have you ever regretted cheating? So I'll go first. My definition. Let's start with the definition. My definition is this: I believe that cheating is a married man sport. I believe that I live in a world where when I go to fill out applications, when I go to school, when I job, taxes and things like that, they ask me a question. They ask me, "Are you single or married?" So that's the world that I live in, either single or married. So I believe that the only people that can cheat is married people. I think we glorify boyfriend and girlfriends way too much because I had a girlfriend when I was in the third grade. So and now I'm as a grown ass man, I'm calling somebody my girlfriend, and then we are holding boyfriends up to standards that's for husbands, and we wonder why men be reserved about marriage when we already been under the same guidelines and rules. So why should we you know what I'm saying? Why should we proceed and get married when this is with the same thing when we're dealing with the same thing? Also, now I can kind of maybe a little bit give a little wiggle room with someone that you're living with, you're cohabitating with, but at the same time, I still think it's either marriage or I think it's either marriage or you either married or single, and that's how I think. That's what I think it is. I think cheating. My definition of cheating is a marriage sport. What do you think, Hardy?
Hold up, I got you, Hard. Excuse me. When it comes to cheating, there are rules. All right.
We're gonna talk about the definition first. We'll get to the rules later. But we go to the
definition by what you said is actually right, because until you have a ring on your finger, you're not married. So you're out just dating, unless you tell that person that you're exclusively dating them. That's the only clause that I can see. Because once you said I'm exclusively dating you, you've made a commitment. Now, as a man, you got to be a man of your word, honor your commitment. If not, your balls and your word is all you got. You broke them. She gonna break you. I'm gonna be straightforward with you. But if you out here in this world, ain't no such thing as cheating. You go with all of them until you find the horse that you like and you ride off into the sunset. That's my
rules. Mario, talk to me. Talk to
Interesting.
Me. Married man.
Yeah, I have to. Well, you know how I feel, because anybody who know me know that I didn't play I haven't had too many girlfriends in my life. So. And it's because I value what Zay said on, if we agree for something and then I tell you as a man, this is where I stand, then if I break that covenant, even though it's not ordained by God to be a marriage, then that's cheating. But I feel like what Chris is saying is true, because I think that we as people put too much emphasis and too many rules and too many boundaries on a dating, a courtship, because that's what it is before marriage. And I think that cheating word get thrown around so much when in actuality, both people doing it anyway. So I think that you can't be really cheating unless, like what Zay said, I tell you that we're going to be exclusive or we married. Because by being married, though, that could be tricky too. Because a married is how y'all set it up to be. So if you agree that on these days, I can go talk to da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it's the whatever agreement we have. As long as I don't go back on the contract that we signed, then
Hold that thought.
That's a great point.
That sounds like rules. Horace Towns, talk to me.
Well, guys, listen, this is going to be interesting, right? My definition of cheating actually pertains to a physical exchange or a severely mental exchange of intimacy. Right. So say I'm with someone married and under married or even in a committed relationship, because if I say we exclusive and then I break that contract or that understanding, then that's cheating. So maybe on Baby Boy, when he went over there and he was about to do it and he got into it, is that cheating? I got to say that was cheating because he was inches from taking a dive. So I just think I expect that. See, we different. Intimacy is when you have crossed into something real personal. You allow somebody in a real intimate space, a sacred space. So I gotta say, cheating is physical, and also when it deals with intimacy, as far as definition, right? For me, y'all know me on 34, married. I've never cheated, right? Committed relationships, never cheated. Dating, I'm actually dating not the starting five. Starting five. But I let some people know like I'm dating. So that's not cheating.
Okay, so
You observe that.
We have the definition. Now, since we all agree that there's such thing as cheating, is there rules of cheating? I'll go first. Okay, so here's the thing. This is about rules to cheat. This is what I think. No family members, no homegirls at all. No family members, no homegirls. No outside babies, wild rubber, no outside babies or diseases, wild a rubber, and no extra relationships. If she's gonna go through your phone, she's gonna find out. But make sure when she called the other girl say, "Nah, Chris ain't my boyfriend. He don't do nothing for me, but give me that thing." So for me personally, those are my rules. No family members, no homegirls, no wild condom, no babies, no diseases, and also last but not least, no extra girlfriends. That is not your girlfriend. You're just smashing. And you need to get on about your business. We're gonna go right back to you, Horace. Talk to me.
Damn. What are you asking me?
I'm asking you, since you agree that you made a definition for cheating, is there rules to cheating?
Well, yeah, but the rules have been broken against me. So me personally, I don't care what. I'm not dating somebody that y'all dated, right? That's just me. I'm not Mr. Go Behind. We know people that exclusively, if you date a Chris, I'm going right behind. I don't do that.
Well, I'm a hard act to follow, my brother. I'm a hard act to follow. But go ahead.
I hope so.
So she said,
but I can't see myself going behind that. You know what I mean? So if there are rules of cheating, I think when you know what? Yeah, my one rule of cheating is how you cheat. You know, you got a lot of dudes that will betray their friend and say XYZ to get a piece of the pie. That is treason to me. I want you beheaded. But I know people that do it. Just if you go after one of my chicks, go at her, but don't bring me into it. And I have been done that way, and it don't bother me. So when she cheat or they do whatever they do, I don't feel a thing. So I just say be 100.
That's a G code violation.
Yeah,
Mario,
it bothers me. It bothers me.
Well, technically, you're already in the wrong, but I understand what Chris was going from. If you are going to cheat, and that's the road you choose to walk down, I suggest that you make sure that it's not another relationship, and that entails emotional transformation. Like, don't be emotional. Don't do memorable things with the other girl. If it's cheating, then she need to be filling a void. But then it goes back to what Tootie said: is that you might be cheating not for sex. You might be cheating because emotionally you don't feel a connection to the person that you've already committed to. And then that's when it get a little hairy, because a lot of people are only gonna quantify cheating by sexual acts. But if I'm spending long days on the phone with you, going out to the movies, going on trips, showing up for you, being there for you, then some might say that's cheating as well. And especially if you're depriving the one who you already signed the contract with or committed to. So I think it is rules. And I think that if you are going to step back, then it should just be sexual thing, because I believe as men, we have less ties when it's just sexual, when it's with another partner. Because I think that we can have no attachment when it's just sexual. But I believe once a man start going into that relationship mode with two women, whoa, because the worst thing you want is it's already hurt when she cheated. But when the girl you cheating with takes her all the stuff you bought her, all the love yous, all the pictures of you at her grandma's funeral with her holding her head. See, that's when the cheating, that's when it just get unforgivable. Because we always got at least 2 forgive yous in us. But when they're done, you use all 3 strikes right there. So if you don't cheat,
harder.
they can just smash you.
Hardy. Now they say black men don't cheat. And Zay is one of the blackest men I know. So tell me, Zay, is there rules to cheating?
Zay Jamaican.
Yeah, that's gonna be my first disclaimer. I'm Jamaican. All right. So, but I will say this though, it's an oxymoron. How can there be rules to cheating? Bitch, you cheating?
Because
it's all wrong.
There's rules to the game. There's honor amongst thieves. But I'll let you go.
I hear you. I just feel like it's cheating. Cheating is cheating. But I did want to comment on what you were saying, Hart. I actually had a conversation about that with an individual who was telling me about cheating, and if something happened, because you said we have so many forgive yous inside of us, but if they go to where they have a relationship, that was something that they were saying they would not be able to forgive. And I started thinking about that, and I'm thinking, as men, this kind of reflects back on the question that we had about why women are the way that they are, right? But us men, we have been raised to appease women, right? Always look out for them, make sure that they straight and stuff like that. And I think to a sort, not as an excuse, ladies or guys, when a guy mess around and get the goodies, right? He somewhat feels indebted to her. Not that he wants to have a relationship with her. In his mind, I'm just smashing. But he may do something like, I ain't got no lunch money, I ain't got no gas or whatever. He do those things. Those are the acts that you talking about, Mario, that's gonna get you canned, where she's not gonna be able to forgive you. And in your mind, you like, damn, I don't like her. I like you. I just like the access that I had to her at that time. And then that's something about it.
Not to cut you off, but you know where that come from? That come from being most of us and men are raised by women. Yeah. So we naturally gonna pick up the actions of what a woman want a man to do. So like right now, I have a son. So my advice gonna be different than his mama advice gonna be to him. So right now, like you said, that advice that we gonna get is don't just treat a woman like this. Don't just do this. Don't do this. But then if you was to have a dad who is not married or who understands the game, like Chris said, he gonna be like, bro, you gonna do it? Do it this way. But see, we never had that do it this way talk until it was all of us at one of our houses. Like, bro, what you doing? No, you can't do it. Then we bumping off. We going through this. I'm seeing Zay windows get busted out saying, I can't do it that way. To get straight down the road. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? We never had nobody, because some of the people who came down the street at early ages met a timely demise. The people who really could say they had women of all sorts and had the ability to us to say, bro, I believe him, what he's saying. I'm willing to listen. A lot of dudes give you advice and you be like, bro, you ain't got no shut up. You know what I'm saying? But it's always that one guy who come around and you be like, okay, cuz, what you got to say? I'm going to take that up. And us being raised by women, a lot of times we've been taught to treat every woman like a queen, even if that's not the case in certain states. How we feel.
I got one disclaimer, the heart. Okay. I've never got my window busted out by a woman. A woman acting man, maybe, but not a woman. And that's not. But then,
that was just an example, man. That's just an example.
I know. Yeah. Okay. But the other part too about what you said, and that's just quick. When you said we're raised by women, this is the point that I was making when I was speaking to, I think, the doctor that time about why it goes wrong for women. We as men have been taught how to love a woman by a woman, and it's not necessarily right. Where we do need that man tutelage, like you were talking about, that male toxicity, like my brother Chris be talking about, in order to know how to do things right. Because if a man talk, well, you know what, I might have to recant my statement about rules to cheating, because if a man taught a man how to cheat, then he gonna tell you, hit her and quit her. But because we were raised by women, it's a little sticky there. You don't know how to hit her and quit her. You kind of hit her and you trying to wean her off, and it don't never work. Yeah,
you're not trying to abuse her and not trying to miss it. You're doing all the stuff your mom taught you how to treat a woman right, instead of saying, bro, you gonna fuck up this way.
Listen, two people that saved our lives. Our Uncle JT,
Amen,
really impacted our lives. My dad, he wasn't worth a damn, but he taught me about what I need to know, right? Just got to be given that much credit. But you know what's interesting, man? Whether Chris believe it or not, I never cheated when I was in a relationship, right? But me personally, I was scared of the karma.
I can still see your spots.
Whatever. I see a lot of people. I swear. Listen, I've seen dudes, boy, be out here slinging their wing all over the place, and the minute he find out somebody then jumped in his pool, he trying to jump off the bridge somewhere. I
Another
never
bee
want
in
to be
my
that dude.
honey.
Listen, man. Yeah, but that's the real thing. And then on the other side, women will say that men, so many cheating men out here, but who they cheating with? One thing I can say,
Hello.
y'all complain about Future and Lab, but Future is never short of dates.
Never.
I always
Not one time.
the
And there's a
sisterhood.
lot of Futures out here that ain't never ever gonna be lacking.
I always say that sisterhood is so superficial. Me and my wife say this all the time. And I always like, women only care when they homegirl getting cheated on. But when they homegirl the one who cheating with the other dude, then it's like, girl, you crazy. Yeah, it's crazy today because she screwing somebody else, man. But when she get traded, that nasty hoe, she should have known better. It's a double standard amongst them two.
Well, I ain't Future. I'm more like next month. But I want to add a rule. Tell the truth. I mean, especially if you're not married. Tell the truth. I'm not saying tell the truth from some moral standard or some moral high ground. Tell the truth because you have a pair of nuts and she can't, and you're not scared to tell that woman the truth. That's what I want to say lastly. For my final part of this question, have you ever regretted cheating? I'm going to go first again.
Yeah.
I'm going to say I have never, ever regretted the action of cheating. I've only regretted the reaction to my cheating. The face I've seen, it almost felt like the soul came out of a woman when she found out that I was cheating. And that right there really, really affected me. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think that stuff like that has made me stay single for a long time because I've looked at a woman and it's felt like I can see the joy and just come out of her. And that's the part that I kind of don't want to do no more. Because I was breaking all the rules. Well, not all the rules of cheat. I wasn't no friends or nothing like that or family members, but I wasn't being honest, and I just wasn't right. So I can't say I ever regretted the action of cheating, but the reaction that I seen, the look on that woman's face when she found out, and just like it seemed like I took something from her, and I regret that. Zay.
Hey, I'm with you on that, Chris. 100%. I actually had an incident, you know about it, where I didn't even touch the chick, but I guess I did all of the actions, so we're gonna consider it cheating. And I remember my apology to the young lady was that I was not sorry that I did it. I was sorry that she saw it. You understand what I'm saying? Because how can I sit here and lie and say that I was sorry for cheating? I did it. Let's keep it a buck. You feel me? However, that letdown that you said, that face,
yeah,
I didn't want to see. For that, I felt bad. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Now that I didn't intend on, because I didn't think long enough or far enough to say, what if this happened? How would this make that person feel? That was my fault. That part I regretted 100% unequivocally. But I also had another situation in where it was a lie. It's called the great, what was that? Rocco's Tacos, which taught me to never lie again. Oh yeah,
never forget.
Never forget. But I want you to understand the Heartbreak Kid was born at that point, because before I ever be called a liar again, I will hurt you with the brutal truth. Because one thing that you will say is, I may not agree with the way in which he told me something. However, he did tell me the truth. Because a lot of these jokers out here gonna lie to you, and then you're gonna come back to appreciate me. It's okay.
Keep that thing 1,000 y'all. DeMario.
Well, yeah, I think that I'm gonna go. Maybe this may be a little too explicit, but I have before I learned who I really was and my worth. Then, like Chris was saying, I didn't have no balls, so I lied and cheated because it was the easiest way. I just didn't want to confront it. I didn't think I had to, and I just clearly didn't give a damn. Until the point I felt like, bro, why am I lying? Like, I don't, if you want to leave. Like, I don't have to commit you to get this. I don't have to. Then once I grew up and understood, like, bro, I don't have to lie, because women still will take my truth and deal with me the way I want a woman to deal with me. So then I had to learn that. So then from that day on, it's like, it's no point of lying no more, because there's still women out here who I can tell I'm not going to commit to you, and I can still get everything I want. So if you're not that woman, more power to you. May God be the glory. I would choose her. And then so once I learned that, I didn't. But then what happened is, in my former days before that, I cheated, and then I was so enthusiastic about the girl who I was finna cheat with, and it turned out to be all made up in my head. Everything about the situation was a disaster, and I was mad that I cheated. Like, bro, this ain't even worth. I did all this. I drove all the way over here. It was planned. It wasn't really like. So I was disgusted in the act, and furthermore, because back in my former days in my other life, I was a real pistol Pete out here. So I was shooting. So I was like, then on the ride home, I was disgusted with myself. Like,
Hey,
why
man.
would you talk to the devil just left my body, and then I came back to myself. It was a demon in me. So as I looked at back into myself and looked at the girl, and was like, bro, why did you just hit her? That was just like uncalled for. That was way beneath you. I was appalled with myself.
Mhm.
And the $5 in condoms.
Hey, listen.
Come on, man.
He ain't spent $5.
I was just so appalled at myself. Like, bro, I lowered my standards. I'm better than this. And I was hoping that there wouldn't be an asterisk on my record because I knew it would definitely bring my stock down. So I was ashamed for a while. And I talked to my brothers and we all laughed about it because it's definitely a laughable moment in my life because I haven't hit all dimes, contrary to what y'all believe. But I'm going to say yes. To answer Chris' question, yes, I have regretted it. Regretted it.
Before I go to horrors, I would like to give a disclaimer. I am a very clumsy guy, and I've slipped and tripped into some puss before, so I'm just very clumsy. Horrors, what were you saying again? What was you saying?
Listen,
Have you ever regretted cheating?
no, because I've never cheated, guys. I really want you to listen.
Amazing.
Listen,
Hey,
I did not.
Y'all want to see a wild cheat on the podcast?
Boy, they don't know
Better than
what you
National
laughing
Geographic.
at. I never listen. 34th Street, give me my credit. 34th Street, y'all know the Star and 5.
You ran a tight
Everybody
ship.
knew about each other. What?
You ran a tight ship.
But people knew. Chris, you couldn't understand it, but you soon came to respect
Allegedly.
this. Listen, I ran the track. I never cheated, right? But in my younger years, when I was hanging around you filthy vagrants, I was the person that women cheated with.
You taught us.
The lies you tell. So listen, that is really what kind of screwed me up because I was dealing with different people who was in relationships, and they would call and be like, "Hey, I'm about to come through real quick. Come through." And they asked.
It's that fast.
And then one day, like Mario said, I was like, you know what? I'm more than a piece of meat. Okay. I deserve to be taken out for dinner and a movie.
I ain't say that.
So, you know,
I said I had a bad piece of meat.
I'm more than a wham bam, thank you, wham. So listen, but that did shake my insecurities. Like, okay, I'm great at that, but what's more to life? And if I don't want to ever think I'm special, that like if you doing that to him with me, then I got it for a while. It made me always think like I never would doubt. I would never say that a woman didn't cheat. So if I was with somebody and they cheated, I'd be like, you know, I always expected the karma to come back, but I never cheated in a relationship simply because I didn't want that karma. So I wanted to lessen the blow that was going to come back on me one day.
Oh yeah.
Well, I want to say one thing since we're talking about cheating and I had a little thing about marriage. I want to give a big shout out to my recently married cousin Boosie. We want to, from the Black Super Friends, we want to say congratulations on your marriage, and we hope that it's full of non-cheating and happiness. Congratulations, Wadika.
That's what's up.
Yeah, well, guess what, guys? I really wanted more support on that, you know, but I didn't get it. I didn't go state evidence on you.
Hey, I think we need to do a piece on that part that Mario was talking about, because I think a lot of women fail to realize that after we cheat, we feel terrible, and our stock went down. Like we don't enjoy cheating, and the pressure that y'all put on us to cheat, it's despicable. It's terrible. We'll talk about that at another time.
Let's go to another topic because this is this is icky. I mean,
You know what's the worst part? You know what the worst part? it's like you are possessed. And then after the booth, you be like, where am I?
I'm clean. I'm delivered.
It's the
I
lust,
don't want no more.
What
it's the
happened?
lust demon. And as he flies away out your body, he look at you like,
Damn,
gotta
fool.
be-
Got another one.
Well, listen, let's not forget the great drought of 99.
Yes, that scared me a lot. That's what turned me into the marksman I am today.
That's
Bow,
a
bow,
movie. That's a movie. That's movie material right there. I would never forget such a time where the drought kept us barren.
Oh, one,
All right, guys.
one are full of ourselves.
Hey, not to go out the subject, it says overseer artist Nubi is in the in the thing. This 99 he talks about. I guess Horace and Papa have been talking, so they had come up with this great idea. We're gonna start over on our roster. So he came in the house and we cleared our phones. Man, that's the worst mistake in my
The great drought.
When I tell you, I never thought it was so. I never seen something. I'm like, what is this? It's like God said, "Oh, you tried me, huh?" So I smite you the whole summer.
Come on, man. Oh,
I say,
God.
God,
We were
Y'all moved to
humble.
Arizona.
We were
I
humble.
said, this cannot be. I said, I'll never tell the whole God ever again to spit in their face again. I would never do it again. I repented and then I promised I would never ever be that guy again. Jesus
Bro.
Christ.
We were humble. It wasn't a girl in sight. Nowhere.
It's like
Wacky
every
Wednesdays.
day I'm out of town. I say, God.
Everybody went away for the summer. It's like, God, I would never act so egotistical in my life again, sir.
Except for handler.
Oh man.
You started
I think
dating
that's
yourself?
I think that's a summer our dear friend Black threw his shoulder out.
Go to the next subject, man.
Oh boy.
He had the chance. Oh man.
All right. I remember that. Listen.
Oh,
Okay, I gotta get some order in the court, man.